So today's topic, I was thinking of addressing how people place their expectations on us way too much. I've had experiences recently where, and not just with one person, but so I take it as a sign when you start to see the pattern developing, that we project a certain type of person into this world, and who we project in our public profile is not necessarily who we are in our entirety, because obviously we still have a degree of privacy that we keep about ourselves, and we try not release every little bit of information about who we are into the world and maintain a degree of mystery, or we put our best foot forward, or you have people who are passive aggressive in their posting and post like sarcastic sayings or jokes that half the people will look at and think, did I do something that upset that person that they would post that? Is this directed at me? And yeah, I think that all too often, we grow up in a society where we tend to place what we expect and how we expect others to be and act, and what we know of them. We place that expectation onto people, when it's not entirely fair, and it's not exactly. It's got nothing to do with me, what someone's expectation is of me. It's to do with them, and it's their stuff, and it's how they perceive me, and I can't control that. And something that I've come to learn from during this last sort of 6 month growth process that I've gone through, is that you can't control everything. You can't control how people think. You can't control how your whole life is going to turn out. You can try and manifest it as best as possible, but whilst you're still putting the pieces in place and building your structure, you can't necessarily control anything else other than yourself. Sure, you can try and manipulate people and scenarios to better suit your situation, but you have no guarantees. And the same thing applies when it comes to how people perceive you and the expectations they have over you or of you. And yeah, I think, like in my case, the several occasions that this has happened in the last sort of 2 weeks, is because people so desperately want things to go their way or to be a certain way for them, or they think they know you to be a certain type of person, and then they will instantly criticize anything that shows that you are not like that. And it's okay. Like, I got upset at first, but it's okay. Like, if that's what people want to get upset about and they want to take a dig at you, or they want to have a fight about it, then let them have a fight with you about it, because you don't really owe anyone an explanation other than yourself. You have to live with yourself. You have to live with your actions. You have to live and be accountable for everything that you do in this lifetime. And if you are living your life the way that you want to live it, and you are prepared to have and to deal with the repercussions that might come from the choices that you make, then that is all that matters at the end of the day. Obviously, I don't advocate people being hurt or lives being ruined, but at the same time, like in the large scale of things, you have to look after yourself, and you have to go on your own journey, and you can't compromise who you really want to be and the authenticity within yourself. You can't compromise that just to please others. And I've grown up my entire life trying to be a people pleaser, and I decided over the last sort of year or so that that's not going to happen anymore. And it has been a very difficult transition. Like, people don't like change as it is, and now if they are used to you being a certain way, and you decide that you want to evolve and you want to grow and you want to change, and for you it is self-improvement, but people aren't used to seeing you be that way, or they're not used to you standing up for yourself, or they're not used to you being extroverted, or embracing certain sides of who you really are, you're going to have resistance, and that's okay. like I said before, it is okay if people want to resist your change, and you don't have to explain yourself, and don't feel bad about it. Just be true to yourself and who you want to be, and just, yeah, don't let people change your destiny, and don't let them change your direction if you feel that your direction is right for you. If people are really concerned about what you're doing, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, then, you know, listen to what they have to say. But if you are adamant that it's not genuine concern, or it's just fear of change, or, you know, expectations, then you don't need to change anything you don't want to. You have to live with yourself as you are, and you need to embrace that, and don't change it. Okay.